Hey everybody, it's Lady Led, and I just wanted to take a minute to hopefully interrupt the negative feed that you may be seeing in the news and just stop you for a moment so that you can regroup and refresh and recalibrate. Now, I'm really speaking to myself because I woke up this morning and I'm glad I read my word first. But as soon as I got to the news, oh my goodness, you can pick. I'm not going to talk about any specific story. There was one specifically that bothered me, but you can go through your feed and pick whichever one you want and apply this to it. It was extremely disturbing. What happened, like, to this person. They were released, but it was like they were only released because of certain circumstances. So if those circumstances weren't there, what may have happened, you know? So what I really want to say to you is, do not absorb the anger and the grief that is going on right now. Do not absorb the chaos. And I know that's easier said than done, but I just want to take this moment just to remind you, at the end of the day, you have a choice to how you respond to anything, good or bad. Like, if you think about it, there are people who at times something good happened and they responded negatively. But on the flip side, something bad can happen and you can still respond positively. You can try to see the good in it. That's how I operate. I have to see the good in it. I have to believe that because that particular thing happened, some changes are on the way. That's what I'm believing. I have to choose that. And I can't say I've always been that way. And I want to really, like, I can actually pinpoint the moment when that changed. And I have to give all the credit. Well, I can't give all the credit. I gotta give some of the credit to God. But some of the credit to my husband, Lead Farmer. There was one day years ago when we first got married and the car broke down in the middle of the road. And my initial response or reaction was, this is horrible. It's the worst thing ever. We got a baby in the car. How we gonna get home? What we gonna do? We ain't got no money, blah, blah, blah. And he jumps out like, with his regular chipper self, like, man, let me figure out what's going on. And he just, you know, being silly, cracking jokes still. He gets out and opens up the, you know, the hood and looks in there and he figures out what it is. And, you know, we got to go buy some part. And I'm still kind of like, we ain't got no money for this part. What are we going to do? And so I guess he was sensing, you know, my worry. So he gets in. He's like, babe, we going to get this together. It's going to be okay. You know, if I can't fix it, I'm going to call my dad. He going to come and fix it. That's when his dad was still living. So yeah, so that's when I realized I don't have to freak out. I can actually still have a good day. My day isn't ruined because my car is broke down. Because that's how I grew up. Like, when something like that happened, the whole family grieved. Like, oh, the car got stolen. We can't ever go anywhere for the rest of our lives. I mean, that's how we felt. We absorbed the grief. But my husband helped me stop absorbing the grief. And so I want to tell you, don't absorb the grief. Don't absorb the anger. You can choose to look at the good in the situation. There is always some good. I don't care what it is. You have to look for it, though. You have to look for it. You have to remind yourself of what is going on. You have to center yourself. After I closed down what I was watching And I just had to pause for a minute, and I looked around, and my heart was just kind of like in a disarray. But then I looked around, I realized, okay, I'm in my room, I'm safe. Yes, there's chaos going on in other places, but where I am, this is not occurring. I am protected, I am shielded, I'm okay. What's going on isn't right. Something needs to be done about it. But right now, I am okay. And I had to choose to shift my thinking and remind myself that this right here, nobody can deny that this is what's happening. So at some point, it's gonna have to be addressed, and it will be addressed. But in the meantime, I cannot absorb the anger. I can't spend the rest of this day, and no day is promised to me. I can't spend the rest of this day worrying about it, feeling dread from it. I can't let it bog me down. So I just want to encourage you. If when you looked at the news today, you felt like, what? Or yesterday or whatever, or tomorrow, whenever you're watching this video, you do not have to absorb the anger. Take a moment to recalibrate your mind. Remember, look at where you are. If you're in a safe place, take a moment just to express your gratitude that you are in a safe place. If you're in a chaotic place, just know that even though there's chaos going on around you, internally, you can have peace. You can choose peace. You have the freedom of choice, and you can always choose how you're going to respond. And I encourage you to respond positively, have a positive outlook, be optimistic, refuse to feel defeated, refuse to feel discouraged, refuse the dread that all of this news can put on you. Like, just straight up refuse. I refuse to be stressed because of it. I refuse to feel hopeless, because guess what? There's always hope. As long as we wake up, there's breath in our body, there's always hope. There's always hope. So I encourage you, choose hope. Don't absorb the anger. Don't absorb the grief. That's my thought for today. And I hope you have a wonderful day. It's Lady Led, and I'm out.